Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at a team with Garchomp in that for the Sinnoh Cup, and this is something that a lot of people I don't think really expect to see in general. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed this. I went in the first set I think 2-3, which wasn't like the best, but then I went 4-1 and 4-1 again. So basically a very positive result at the end of the day with Garchomp, 10-5 again. And I already climbed during the Sinnoh Cup over 220 points in like 2 days, which is pretty decent, I would say. So yeah, here we have some dude with this Pachirisu again. Like I said before as well, that like Pachirisu always seems sus. I know that this dude definitely has a legit Pachirisu. Just like in general, like the thing with Pachirisu here, of course, nice catch from me, and Garchomp against Pachirisu looks funny and he surrenders. The thing with Pachirisu is just, you only have this thing in a small area. You need 5 kilometers to get a candy, basically, unless you run, of course, with Puffin all the time. You need a hundo, and you need full XL. Like, a lot of people just don't do the effort, or like don't even have the chance to do that really. So I see why people like try to defeat this thing, or in general like use different methods to get to this thing. It's just stupid also from Niantic, but of course you cannot say about everybody that they cheat or anything like this. I don't really want to say this or that anyway, but it's always like a little bit tricky, I would say, in general. Like, I see why people in general do this as well, because hey, we have a Pokemon that's very good in PvP, basically meta, and it's locked behind a regional wall, which is kind of unfair to the player base in general. But yeah, I just want to say that again. Like, no hate against people directly who play this, but like if you see this, for me in general, it always seems like a little bit sus. Here my opponent goes into Driftblim against me, and here you see the beauty of the Garchomp. Shield, going for the Outrage, and another shield. And now we had 2 shields up already against my opponent. We got the hardest counter out of the way for the Bastiodon, and we're looking so good. And we can farm this thing all the way down as well now. So the cool thing in general about this team is we have the hardest answer to Driftblim in the lead, we have the weakest Pokemon to Driftblim in the back, and then we have the Garchomp, which has Mudshot here. Usually people want to run Dragon Tail. I think Mudshot is better for this team as a safe swap, which can get out the answers like for ground types in general, which usually going to be flying types, while still having the Outrage to do some nice damage and still having a bait move to get shields. So yeah, this was basically the beauty here of this team, but I think we're still gonna lose this game because this was just a hard counter team, I think. I mean, I had, what did I lead? I think like, yeah, Empoleon against me in the lead, then Driftblim as a safe swap, and the Cresselia in the back against Bastiodon. That was like the perfect hard counter team towards my team. Nothing I can do still, but still we made that way closer than it was supposed to be. Like, getting 2 shields there was pretty cool. But yeah, like, as I said before, the first set wasn't that good with 2-3, but afterwards 4-1, 4-1. I cannot really complain too much about this. Of course, like, I have 2 very good Metamons together with this Garchomp there, so it's always gonna be a little bit better looking like this. But it definitely did some work. It's not like this was like garbage or anything. So here we have my opponent in Frostless going for an Avalanche to KO my Bastiodon. We put him low already, he has only 1 Pokemon left, and it's gonna be a Bastiodon, which completely hard walls my other Pokemon. So we're gonna lose this game as well. Very, very cool. Yeah, as I said, first set wasn't the best. I had a lot of times actually that we saw the Frostless in the lead and then the Bastiodon in the back, which was then like always kind of cool, I won the lead, but then like I get swept at the end from the Bastiodon and just surrendered there because there's nothing I can do there with my Bastion anymore. But we have this all the time that they use like a Empoleon safe swap, which is definitely a decent safe swap. Here I tried to see how well I can take a move, and it turns out that I'm going to be able to get a shield here and still have the same switch. But I think I make a mistake here again. Don't I? Yep. My opponent predicted that I don't go into my Bastiodon, which was smart by him. Going into the Driftblim now. I have my move start, but like there's nothing really we can do here. We can actually go for the Flamethrower, which was surprising to me. And he let this go, which was even more surprising to me. And we're gonna win back switch advantage. Like, oh, what the hell? and we can go for the Stone Edge, and my opponent just completely threw the game. Holy, I haven't seen a game thrown that crazy like this. Like, why didn't you shield before? Like, if you just shielded your Lucario, I think you would have been fine. But hey dude, thanks for the win. Another lead, Crystalla against us. We're gonna see the Empoleon Stay Swap there. Coming in again, our shield, because I know that it's like something in the lead where I'm pretty okay still against. With the Crystalla, I still can get some damage on him. I just hope that I can counter him with my Garchomp or something in the back. Hopefully it's not another snail. It would be nice. Goes to a Grass Knot. I can go into my Bastiodon, farm up extra. He goes into his Bibarel, which is interesting. I think I had some lag here, didn't I? I'll go for the bait first, of course. He let it go. Yeah. I think I actually lost a lot of quick moves here as well. Or somewhere after that, because I think he gets to moves way too fast. I'm gonna shield here. Doesn't really matter if I shield here or on my other Pokemon. But yeah, here I don't get to my move again. I thought I should have got there, but maybe not, who knows. He goes into the Crystalla. Now it's gonna come down to the wire again. I'm gonna go for the Stone Edge. When he let it go, we can farm all the way down. We are not gonna be able to get to 2 moves anyway, so it's gonna be a farm down race here. He can get to a Surf now. Surf definitely doesn't KO me from this range. Does he get to another Surf? He doesn't, so good game there to my opponent. Well played there, Bastiodon against Bastiodon. What I usually try to do here is try to gain energy. I just want to get full energy as much as I can because my whole team is good against Bastiodon. There's literally no reason for me to throw here. I just want to gain the energy he throws. I'm gonna swap out. I get energy with my Garchomp. He goes into Frostless. I'm gonna try to bait there and see if I can get a shield. I didn't. Cool. So I'm just gonna go for the Outrage. Maybe I can win Switchback. I can, and my opponent just didn't expect me to go for the Outrage, I guess. At this point, we can align our Gastrodon, and Switch Clock is not up yet. So what we can do here is just farm and farm and farm and farm and let him throw. And at this point, it looks so good. He has the Lucario in the back, which actually kind of scared me there. I should have shielded maybe before. But like this, I can get him very low. And you know, I already have a move stored on my Bastiodon, so well, I can actually usually throw the move here, but what I'm gonna do here is just farm down because I needed like 2 moves anyway. Like it wouldn't really have mattered if I threw or not. And here his Bastion is already so low. I just need to get to 2 flamethrowers and I'm gonna win this game easily. He even let this go, so good game there. Nothing he can do anymore. Very bad lead here with the Toxicroak. We're just gonna go straight into our Garchomp. We have a weak connection. Actually something that I haven't had for ages, but that actually did matter with the weak connection. He goes into the Munchlax and I was like, okay, I should be able to maybe bait him with 1 Sandtomb again and then go for the Outrage still and maybe get 2 shields from him. So let's exactly do this. And Garchomp gonna be able to get 2 shields here at least and put him already in range where I can farm down with my Bastiodon. I'm gonna have to let everything go here. I know that Bastion doesn't really have any play against the Toxicroak, so for me the only play with Bastion is try to get some farm and try to get some damage off him. And here he goes into the Toxicroak against my little snail boy, and he has another weak Pokemon against me in the back. And this looks pretty okay, because we can go for the Earth Power there as well. And I already have a move stored with my Bastion, so he has to basically get to 2 moves, which definitely not gonna happen. And we can just go for a move with our Bastiodon, gonna be able to KO this thing. And bye-bye Toxicroak, horrible lead, but still came back with our nice Garchomp getting the shield advantage for us. Next up, Drifblim lead, perfect lead for us. He goes into Licky. This is kind of tricky always, because yeah, we don't really have the hardest answer for this. We don't have a fighter in the back, so it's always a little bit tricky. But Licky can go for the Body Slams here, unlike the pre-evolution, it doesn't have the grass type coverage. So we don't really have to fear anything with our Gastrodon. And as long as we can align our Gastrodon with their Drifblim, we are fine. He actually goes for a shield here, doesn't really matter. We're just gonna shield as well and farm down. And now we still have the Gastrodon against the Drifblim, and we can avoid the Drifblim with our our Garchomp. So this looks fine. He has Empoleon in the back, and you know Garchomp. We're just gonna go for the Sandtomb. We're gonna get him low enough that it doesn't really matter what he wants to do. We can shield up here. We can go for another Sandtomb there. We're gonna be nothing he gonna be able to do against me anymore. I can get to next one and farm him down now. He can get to another move, but he's like in range of a one more smackdown. He doesn't get to a move. And I just have to go for a charge move here against Drifblim. Hopefully I get there in time. I actually might be still close. Like, he has some energy. He also one Shadow Ball. Gets me low. We have some lag. And yeah, very nice. I had this like a lot of times, but my opponent actually just surrendered there where I was like, okay, it might be my internet connection. I turned off my internet before there, like my Wi-Fi, and just went for mobile data. But yeah, here we have a Bummer Snow in the lead, and was like, okay, if you stay in this lead with this matchup, I'm just gonna shield the energy ball because you're most likely weak against me in the back, and he goes into Lucario. I can go into my Bastiodon, and I'm just gonna shield here as well. Goes for a Shadow Ball, I can farm all the way down. Gonna go into Drifblim, so I know now that my small little Bastiodon gonna have to destroy the entire team there for me. But I actually can get him low already with the Earth Power, even though it's double resisted, does a lot of damage. I'm gonna go into my Bastion. I tried to catch the move there, but like, of course, 3 turn against 2 turn. Right, that he gets there. I thought he needs one more turn to get to the energy ball, but here I'm gonna be able to catch the move, which is huge. Because like this, I'm gonna be able to threaten a shield from him, or like in general, threaten a move from him. And I should be able to farm all the way down now. I hope I survive this. It's gonna be a Shadow Ball. Can we farm down in 4 more? We're just gonna be able to do that. Like, he was just at the Shadow Ball at this point of time, so very close win there for us. Frostless against us. Like, a lot of people don't really expect the Bastion anymore, which is really cool. Like, I had so many positive leads with Bastiodon just because everybody runs like those counter types, and now like Bastion is all of a sudden good again because like against those counter types they use the counter for the counter. So they have all the ghost types, all the flying ice types in the lead right now, which is pretty decent. And this team just went way better than I expected. I just had only problems with like Gastron in the back. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, this thing always was a nightmare for me. And also had some lag. I think it was this game. I think, yeah, here he got like an extra quick move through, which should never happen. Yeah, he got, I think, even 2 extra quick moves through there, which is just very cool. And now he gets to the move way too fast. You saw how fast he went for his mud bombs there. It was like 2 turn instead of 3 turn. And that's gonna lose us the game. There's nothing we can do there anymore. I think if he didn't lag there, we would have still got to another, what's it called, another Sand Tomb, which is when he's already double debuffed, a very cool move, and would have been able to destroy him very hard, and most likely would have put him into range for 1 Stone Edge, but this didn't happen, so yeah, sadly lost to lag. I mean, this is something that I think everybody knows, but we can just be hopeful for the future, as there's stuff in the code that basically suggests that most things gonna be fixed. Also, I know that people say right now that desync is fixed already in the newest version of the game, which is currently, like, you can already download it if you have the APK mirror. And here against Lucario, we get 2 shields against it if you don't shield the power punch, which is just so cool. And you're not going to be able to do that with Dragon Tail. Like, I saw people like say, oh yeah, against a fighting type people, Dragon Tail is just better, but it's actually not. And I think at least as a save swap for Garchomp, having the Mudshot is better. If you run it in the lead, I think the Dragon Tail is better. Just really depends on where you run it. Here we have a Gastron lead, which is like horrible for me. This is literally what I don't want to see. I have to shield here. Like, Gastron is so bad for this team. I mean, it's everywhere, but it's funny. I'm just gonna try to go for the Outrage, but he shields. Good shield on him. I should have baited there, actually. But I think I was already tired when I battled those battles. It was like in the night. You see like the night sky in the back as well. So the smartest idea for me, I can go for another Sand Tomb here. I'm gonna be able to put him pretty low. He swaps out into a Drapion, and at this point I was like, okay, yeah, Drapion looks horrible for me, but at least maybe Bastion can do something. But I still like have a full Pokemon in the back, a Gastrodon, and this Drapion against my Gastrodon. Like, there's literally no way my Gastrodon gonna be able to do anything here. I on purpose didn't KO him here because I wanted more farm with my Gastrodon. And yeah, this is the last game. This goes like to hell. Like, you see my opponent just barely gets to the Earth Power here. This is gonna be a good game. There's nothing my Gastrodon can do anymore. Like, he's a full Pokemon in the back. We are like red health. Like, what's about to happen right now? Like, literally. Oh, Hi. Hi, Bastiodon. How are you? Oh, you're gone. Oh, bye.